Welcome back to the GSN. Here we take a look at, during the Kobe era, the double O's. Take a look at the Orlando Magic, T-Mac and company. So you can see here, we're in November. About the same, just one game shy with the Magic. 16 of the 82 done. So again, approaching a quarter of the way through the season. Difference is in this one, we are not in the playoffs. You see, you got the Detroit Pistons, a great defensive team. They are number one at 11-3. We are 8-8. The Dallas Cowboys before they added another game. Worse at home than on the road. Worse with the threes in a 3-point league. Through more of a 3-point era than we were with the Miami Heat. That's depressing. But again, we'll take a little bit of a deeper dive and see what's going on. So let's look at the stats. We're going to struggle. Losing McGrady in the last game, though we won, we were able to hold off the Lakers, but that was going to come at a cost. We lose our best player, period. 31 points. Let's just go look. 31 points, career high to this point. 6.5 rebounds. Season or career high in assists. Field goal percentage is amazing. Turnovers are going to be high because of high usage rate. 3-point percentage is, it's down, but it's doable. Free throw percentage is up. It was being productive, but boy, losing him for up to 2 weeks could be really damning for this team as we're trying to fight to stay at 500. Obviously, if you don't know who T-Mac is, look, you can see this is how the injury affects his ratings. But dude has been pretty solid mid-range, 3-point. Like, he just finds ways to get things done for us. That's all you can ask for. Hopefully, he'll be back after a week. 2 weeks is going to be brutal. We'll do the best we can. In the meantime, you got to find points from someone else, and this is where we struggle. Only one other person in double figures on this team. That's Grant Hill. My favorite player during this era, too, was not Kobe. Just want to throw that out there. It was Grant Hill. I'm a huge Grant Hill fan, and I have loved using him on this team. This is a perfect team for me because it's just a similar thing with the Heat. You have Glenn Rice, who's your primary perimeter player, and then you have Steve Smith as the second option, and that's what Grant Hill is. Stagger the minutes, make it work. 14.6, so not scoring as much as he did before. Rebounds, pretty solid, 8.4. Assists, low, usually a little bit higher for him. Field goal percentage, lower. We're struggling with him. 3-point percentage, not exactly a great 3-point guy. This is the killer. We cannot hit free throws with this guy. Drives me nuts because, like I said, when you like players, you want to do well with them. You can see mid-range, solid 3, not so much. Free throw is good. We just struggle hitting them. But it is what it is. We'll make it work. Another thing, just like in the league with the Heat, we add in Stephen Hunter with an injury. We had Pat Burke go out and we replaced him with Stephen Hunter, and well, what do you know? Stephen Hunter comes in, you can see there, 6.9. 7.3. Good field goal percentage, getting it done. His free throw percentage is trash too. Look at that, 9%. 9. I'm a righty, and I'm pretty sure I could hit at least 10% shooting left-handed. Terrible. Speaking of, Andrew DeClerc too. He's under 20%. That's awful. That is awful. Anyway. We got the challenge is now. You take this away for a handful of games. Where are points coming from? You got Grant Hill 14.6, and you just kind of have guys that give you some here that go have good games here and there. This is the one that we got to get. We got to figure out what's going on with this guy. Look at this. 380. Mid-range 82. Free throw 83. He's like, well, we know he's going to score, right? Then you look at his stats. Career low to this point. Rebounds. High. Steals, blocks, and whatever. Field goal percentage is 28%. 3, 15.5%. I'm not even a good 3-point shooter, and again, I think I could do that. And then free throw percentage is 54. We got to get this guy going. This is the X factor for this team, And this would be the perfect time for him to kind of get stuff going. I can tell you right now. I don't know if you can look by game. Here we go. You can see the recent games. 9 points, 7, 3. Look at that, 1 for 10. 16 here. This was a really good one. 16 and 13, by far his best game this season. 7 and 13 in the field. Lose this game, but 9 and 8, 4, 13. But you just see, like, he's just not shooting well, especially from 3. It's probably his best game. 2 for 6, 2 for 5, 2 for 5. We got to get this going. The free throws are troublesome too because we like to have him on the court at the end of games because he can shoot. But if you're not going to make them, what's the point? We got to figure that out. Mike Miller, we have a Mike Miller problem. And if we solve it, this team becomes a really interesting team. A couple days off, you got the Hawks. Got the Celtics, so Paul Pierce and Antoine Walker. The Knicks. It's going to be a different Knicks team. We'll get to see Jordan here. So worst case scenario, we would get him back here on December 11th. Hopefully, like I said, we'll get him back sooner. We're going to need him, and then we'll have to ease him back in. I'm looking forward to playing the Lakers. The first game against the Lakers was a really fun game, even with our guy getting hurt. You can see McGrady 25, 11 to 17. Then he got hurt. Grant stepped up big, 20 and 10. Miller didn't get going until he got hurt. Same with Horace Grant, because McGrady was trying to combat this dude. Look at this, 34 points for Kobe. Look at that shooting, 15 to 42. Ew. Mark Madsen, remember Shaq was hurt, 10 and 18. Robert Horry, 14 and 5. But you can see here, 22 threes by the Lakers. 16 by us, more common. So kind of looking at the season here, Iverson the first game rough. We had a tough game here. Eddie Jones really did us dirty there. 33 points for Jones. Eddie House adding as well. Probably this is a really odd team. This was odd too because Mourning did nothing. He was not impactful at all in this game. It's crazy. But McGrady did his thing too. Grant Hill, not bad. 6 of 15. We'll take it. Still trying to figure stuff out. This again being a problem. 1 of 7, 0 for 5. 3 for 20 from 3. Got to figure something out. Looking here, we'll just go look so you can see what Iverson did. McGrady 11 for 20. Iverson 12-29. 27 points volume shooter. What you expect with Derek Coleman was the killer because you just couldn't really find an answer for him. First win was against Minnesota. KG doing work. 37. We just kind of outlasted him. 37 and 11. McGrady 45. Look at that. 18 to 22. Missed 3 free throws and 1 3. Unfortunately, he missed free throws at the end of the game. The LeBron effect, doing everything good until the last couple of minutes and just running out of gas. But we found a way to win. All that matters. Beat the Bucks and Ray Allen. Got destroyed by Sacramento. Hershey Hawkins again and Gary Payton. Hold on against the Clippers. Lose to Vince. Really fun game to play, as a matter of fact. He was in foul trouble, fouled out. But Olajuwon and Mo Pete did us dirty. Olajuwon old, but still getting it done. They lose to the Warriors, lose worse to the Kings. Well, not worse. Well, we lost for 35 in each one, so both bad. Hell, we lose to the Heat again in a close one. But you can see we're starting to get it together. We've won 4 out of our last 5. Then McGrady goes out. But big for us against the Lakers, for us to lose our best player and still be able to go on and find a way to win the game. All that. In the West, you've got the Kings. Second, Dallas, number 1, doing their thing. Garnett in the 4th spot. The Lakers, Kobe, kind of holding the fort down until Shaq comes back. They'll be just fine. When Shaq comes back, they will dominate. Denver is a 6. Really, really interesting. You got Portland, Phoenix. Then the ones I'm curious, the one I'm curious about is San Antonio. They're 6 and 9. Like, I think they will ultimately turn around. Hell, even the Clippers. I know everyone laughs at them, but Elton Brand, they have a fun team to play as, fun team to watch. We'll see what they do. Nothing really stands out there at the bottom. Looking at the East, we're sitting there at 8-8. I said the Dallas Cowboys before they added the extra game. We'll see what we do, but we have a lot of work to do, especially with McGrady being out. Injuries are a part of it. Anyone honestly thought it'd be Grant Hill, but we'll do our best. Detroit #1, of course. Toronto, Vince Carter and Olajuwon doing their thing. Mo Pete adding in as the #3. Jordan 9-5, got the Wizards for the 3rd spot. The Sixers with Iverson, 9-6 defense. You can see points wise, not as good as they've been in the past, but who knows? Maybe they'll find a way to get that side of the ball going. Got the Knicks lurking down there. You got the Celtics with Walker and Pierce lurking down there. So even though we're trying to move up, we still need to be very wary of the teams behind us, especially Boston, because we'll be seeing them real soon. If you look at the divisions, we are 5th, but the Wizards are, 4 games over 500. Everyone else is within 3 games. So it's still kind of early in the season. We'll see how things pan out, especially as we start moving forward to the middle. And once you get into the grindy part, that middle third of the season, that's when you have a lot of the moving happening. Up, down, quote unquote moving days, so to speak. Let's take a look at the league leaders though. Well, I'm sure it comes as no surprise that McGrady leads the league in points. Barely though. You see Kobe is right on his heels, 31.4, and then you can see down here Shaq injured. Shaq's 10th, 25.6. Just look at that face. That face still makes me scared. That's crazy. You got Kobe and Shaq. Jermaine O'Neal averaging 30. Pierce, 29.7. Again, we'll see him soon. Grant Hill will have his work cut out for him. Antoine Jameson. Love the guy. Wish LeBron would have got a younger version of him. Pretty solid, 29.2. Jordan, 29. Even at 39, yeah, he might average 30 at 40. That's crazy, basically. Duncan, like I said, they'll get their stuff turned around. I'm not even worried about it. Iverson, 26.5, and then Vince, 26.5. If you lived during this era watching basketball, familiar names. Antoine Jameson might stand out a little bit, but it shouldn't come as a surprise that Duke could score. KG in the 11th spot. Allen Houston. Stat. Not bad. Rebounds, Ben Wallace. Ooh, big surprise. 20.3. Damn, that's a lot of rebounds, though. Shaq with 17. And then you got some, like, these two are outrageously high. Even for Ben, 20 rebounds is insane. Don't believe me, I'll show you. 13. It's a huge jump. I'm sure that number comes down a little bit, though. Shaq, again, the same. 13.6. 13.9 was his highest rookie season. That number probably comes down a little bit. More misses will make that, I think. Duncan, KG, Yao. I forgot Yao. I forgot all about this guy. That Rockets team could be a little scary. Nowitzki, 12-4, 21.9. Stepania. Oh my god, I haven't heard that name in a while. 12.4. Marcus Camby. The Candyman, 12.3. No, it was Olo Candy. Never mind. That's who the Candyman was. Eric Dampier. Carlos Boozer. Assists. Only one person with double digits. Jason Kidd. Got White Chocolate with 9.5. Andre Miller. Old, reliable. Everyone's like, man, whatever about this guy. Guy was consistent. Could give you buckets. Could give you a solid maestro for the offense. A little bit of everything. You take it. Starberry, 9. And Peyton and Nash with 8.9. Steals. Sure that we've got Iverson up here. Yep. Gary Payton. Even in the older age. And then Stockton. Rocking 40. With the booty short still, but 2.6 steals a game, leading the league. You got Eddie Jones, Baron Davis, Kidd, Wallace, Christie, who I got to experience. You got, I got to say Shaq, Kobe down there, 1.7, not bad. Blocks, Shaq, Camby and Wallace. Zadrunas, Ilgauskas, 2.5 Garnett. Definitely got a handful of players above too. That's pretty cool. 12 Morning. The shot turnovers. I'm assuming Kobe's up here somewhere. Yep, 2.8. Not a knock on him. Just when you have the ball, a lot of stuff happens. Clearly, Stockton, kid. Just how it is. All right, so we should be rounding out November here soon, and we're basically just trying to wade through and kind of hold the fort down until McGrady comes back. So you see the Celtics twice. Potentially could, man, that hurts. We potentially could play them twice without McGrady. We need to win. Preferably both. Need to at least try to find a way to win one of those games. The Knicks behind us as well. So like these three here are huge. The Wizards, division leader. Our first real look at them. See what we do. The same with the Nets. With Jason Kidd. It's a really interesting stretch here. A lot of Eastern Conference games. Definitely hope. Oh, but we know for sure that we'll have McGrady back here. So you got the Wizards, you got the Lakers. We'll get the full force with the Lakers. And you see on Christmas we play Detroit, so that could be fun. We'll get to see the top dogs, and before the end of the year, we'll get to see Jordan again. So both of them at home. So definitely have a sellout there to see MJ as he winds down. An older Jazz team, but still effective. We'll get to see that. Kind of take a look at the guy. By the time we get here, we'll have played the Celtics 3 times, hopefully taking 2 of 3. Kind of see what we can do. Like I said, just hold down the fort until McGrady gets back. That's all we're hoping for.